The man accused of killing the UnitedHealthcare CEO is now charged with first-degree murder as an act of terrorism. The Manhattan DA said Luigi Mangione intended to cause shock, attention, and intimidation with what he called the frightening and well-planned murder of Brian Thompson. He could be heading back to New York as soon as this week. Joining me now in Studio 55 is CBS News correspondent Lilia Luciano, who's been following this story from the very beginning. Good to see you here.
Good to be here, Brad. Thank you.
So what did we learn yesterday, Lilia?
We learned a lot. We were expecting up until yesterday that he would be facing second-degree murder charges in New York, which here in New York, second degree is what you would expect in a different state where there is evidence of premeditation. But in New York, and I asked the DA just to clarify that yesterday at that press conference, what's the difference and why is it so rare for his office, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, to charge someone with first-degree murder? He said those are charges that are usually reserved for people who kill police officers, for serial killers, and this time around they're using a statute which had not been used a whole lot before of terrorism. Somebody who was acting or who they believe was committing a terrorist act in their crime. I talked to our legal contributor Ricky Kleeman, and she said, you know, that's very creative. That's rare to see. So what they're looking to do, it seems, is to make sure that if he is sentenced, or if he's convicted and then sentenced, that he would be facing up to life without the possibility of parole. You could face up to life with a second-degree charge, murder charge, but with the first, it's more like they ensure that he's not going to have that possibility of parole. We know from the CNN interview that the attorney that he has hired to represent him in New York, that there is a possibility, given what this attorney said before she was retained, before she was hired, that they could be considering, his defense team could be considering a not guilty because of insanity, by way of insanity, in his defense. If that happens, I also learned from Ricky Kleeman that in other states, it is the burden of the state to prove that you are not criminally insane. In New York, it is the burden of the defense to prove that you are.
Right.
So it's a very high bar.
And I do wonder if by adding or elevating this charge that they're not perhaps potentially giving him an opportunity, the shooter, the suspect, to walk away from this. Because when you overcharge, We've seen that happen.
Yeah. We've seen. I mean, I covered the Casey Anthony trial in Florida,
that's a perfect example.
Every legal expert I talked to back then talked about how there was never direct evidence, or that charging her with first-degree murder was too high a bar. And that is exactly what I asked Ricky yesterday. I said, aren't they just raising the bar for themselves too high, given the amount of support that there is, the difficulty that you're going to find in New York to have a jury that is going to want to sentence this man to life without the possibility of parole, and now you're saying terrorism. So it is going to be a very difficult case, despite, it could be despite the mountain of evidence, because there's a lot of
mountain of evidence is exactly the words that his now attorney used when she was on CNN in a capacity as a legal commentator. So very interesting. All right, Lilia, always great to have you in studio.
I'm on my way to Altoona because he has a hearing tomorrow, so I'll be reporting
here in
from
New York
tomorrow
in Altoona, Pennsylvania, because he's still out there waiting to get extradited here. Lilia, thank you as always, my friend. Appreciate it.